Welcome, true believers, to Badwolf Comics. I'm your host, the Bad Wolf, and today we're going to do an overview and comparison of Klaus, How Santa Claus Began, the original versus the deluxe edition, and we're going to do a special custom dust jacket. Stick around, should be fun.
Ho, 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 ho.
Welcome back, true believers, to another Bad Wolf Comics overview and custom dust jacket episode. Today we're going to take a look at Klaus, How Santa Claus Began. We're going to compare the original release with the deluxe edition, which has a lot more content than this. We're going to get into the differences of what it collects, and we have a special custom dust jacket just for the deluxe edition. So first, we're going to start off with a custom dust jacket for the deluxe edition. We'll get that out of the way, and once we're done, I'll get a top-down view of the books. We'll show you what's inside, what's different, to see which one you want to pick up. And at the end of the whole thing, we'll show you the creation process for the custom dust jacket. So let's just get started here. I'll just pull this down here. We're going to start off with the deluxe edition here. So it's really beautiful book, man. I really enjoyed this book. I don't have a problem with the cover itself. It's a beautiful book. I really like it. What I do have a problem with is that there's no protection on these books. These image books and a lot of these third-party Boom Studios books just don't come with dust jackets, and I really want to protect these books. I've had conversations with many different creators asking what they thought and their opinions on this, and it's kind of split 50-50. Some folks think that it's a great idea. They want to cover and protect their books for the long haul, and others couldn't dream of actually putting anything over these beautiful books, and I get it. But Roy and I really did come together and came up with a really great solution to this. So here's our front here. I'm going to show you this, then we'll bring up the actual custom dust jacket. Great shot. I love it. It's really good. Here's our spine. For those of you that watch my channel, you know that I abhor white, so I definitely wanted to get a new dust jacket on here and get the white out of this. I also just really want to protect the size of this. Also, I'm a bigger fan of collected covers, so we're going to have to fix that and get some collected covers on there. But I really just can't stand white. It just picks up dirt so easily. In fact, you may be able to see it on camera, you may not, but up here, there's already a little bit just from the handling of making this video. But we'll pull this over here to the side. All right, and this is what we actually came up with. I really liked this shot a lot better, and it had the him before he became Santa and after behind it. Just kind of a really powerful shot. I really liked it. But we went through all the covers, and this is the one I came up with. I just thought it did the book justice. So we kept the aesthetic of the original book. We just did a little bit different coloring. I really liked it a lot better. And then we come around here to our collected covers, which just makes the book pop a whole lot more because there's just nothing here, and it kind of felt empty, so we really wanted to put something on there. So we went with the collected covers as usual. That is it for our custom dust jacket. Stick around to the end of the video, folks, because we are going to be giving this custom dust jacket away to one lucky winner. At the end of the video, we'll have the rules and how you can enter. All right, let's get our top-down view. I'll get into our differences between the original and the deluxe, and after that, we'll get into our creation process of the custom dust jackets. Don't go away. All right, now we're going to take a look at the differences between Klaus, the standard edition, and the deluxe edition. Sadly, I don't have room and frame for both books, so I'm going to start with the first one, and then we'll move on to the deluxe. All right, so this is the standard edition, Klaus, How Santa Claus Began. I really like the gold etching in the cover. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it looks really nice. There we go. Yeah, it looks really good. They also did that on the sides here. And the pages are gold. It just looks great. I love it. Now, this one didn't have a bookmark or anything on it, but it's still great. And when we come into the book, the pages are gloss pages. I can't really see through them. There's no real bleed through. There's not a lot of gutter loss either. They really positioned everything proper in this book where you don't really get that. So that's nice. Maybe a little bit here on this crossover page, but not a whole lot. But I don't know if you guys have read this, but for those that haven't, at first I thought it was it sounded stupid. It didn't sound like anything that I'd want to read. I was wrong. That's all I can say. It was a great book. It was a great story. I highly recommend this to anyone into the season. But Dan Mora has just some amazing art. You can't argue with that. I mean, just great artist. We're going to get here to the end. I'll spend more time on the deluxe edition, but this is just Klaus 1 through 7. All right, so there we got our there we got our end page, which is a great way to end the book. And now we start working into some of the covers. and the extras. And here's the one we chose for our custom dust jacket. Looks great on that director's cut, or deluxe edition, however you want to call it. But yeah, all of this is just really great stuff. And then they get a little bio of Dan Moore and Grant Morrison, and then it just ends there. Again, there is nothing wrong with this book. It's great the way it is. I really like the presentation on this. Really more so than the deluxe. Let's take a look at that real quick side by side. So here's our custom dust jacket, and it looks great. I really just did this because I wanted to protect the book. That, and for those of you that know me, know that I abhor white on books. I don't like it on the spine. I certainly don't like it on the cover. So I really feel like the original edition had a much better presentation. It's basically the same picture, but the gold etching in the cover and on the spine just isn't there here. It is a bit of a silver etching because the pages, they went with silver on this one, which looks fine. I get it. Snow, Christmas, silver. Silver bells, you know. And so they do have a little bit of kind of shiny etching in the silver, but I really did like the gold. And I thought it was just great. And the back doesn't have hardly anything, a couple runes, nothing big. But let's move the regular edition out of the way here. Now, the deluxe edition here also comes, where is it here? Also comes with a bookmark, built-in bookmark, which is nice. Now, the deluxe edition really has a lot more to show you. So we'll pull this open here. Same stuff. You got an introduction by Grant Morrison. And then it goes through the actual story of 1 through 7. Let me get this positioned a little better. We'll skip ahead so we can... there. There, now at least the book can lay flat. God, what a great shot. This book collects in its entirety, collects Klaus 1 through 7, the same as a standard book. But it also collects Klaus and the Witch of Winter, Klaus and the Crisis in Christmasville, Klaus and the Crying Snowman, Klaus and the Life and Times of Joe Christmas, and the Klaus Pen and Ink edition. So this really covers, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, folks, for anybody that might know better than me, but I'm pretty sure this collects everything in the Klaus universe. But I was excited to read more because I didn't get enough with the first book. I'd hate to see you buy more than you have to, so if you even half think you're interested, I would definitely go with the deluxe edition because it has everything. I just really did like the presentation in the original a lot more. Try not to get too many spoilers in here. If you see one, just don't look. But yeah, I really enjoyed the story. It's perfect for the holiday season. It's a great take on Santa Claus and how Santa Claus began. But it's got a lot of extra stories in there too, and it's just, any collector would love this series. It's just really well done. But these have the same gloss pages. They do feel slightly thicker, not a lot, hardly noticeable, but there's, again, no bleed through, little to no gutter loss, and it's just a great overall story. Whoops, let's get that there. All right, and that looks like the end there, and here we start our extras. Well, here's the Life and Times of Joe Christmas. And we have all of these cover shots. Are they all gonna do? Yeah, they're all gonna do that. So, let me get this book and flip it over. There we go. We still got that in frame. We do. So here there's a little bit of gutter loss, but even though if not much. Looks like we got our calendar here, and there's just a lot of different stuff. It looks like it's going to go all the way through the month of December. Just some phenomenal artwork. Santa Claus is watching you. Hey, look, he's even got a DeLorean. That's awesome. Let's travel through time. There we go. All right, let's put a little music on while we flip through these. Yeah, there's some gutter loss there. But again, just a little bit, not too much. All right. Now we get into the pen and ink edition. The very back. Which, you know, same story, just pen and ink, no colors. Got some notes and stuff by Mora and Morrison. But there is so much more content in this than was in the original. It's like having a whole other book here. It really is. It's not like a lot of deluxe editions, which just throw in a couple of extras or anything. Like the TMNT Director's Cut's a good example. It's a great book, don't get me wrong, but their Director's Cut, honestly, I would stick with the original on that because the extra content they had just wasn't for me. Now, that's not to say it's not good or it's not for anybody else. It just wasn't for me. And then we have a whole section for additional artwork, concept art, things like that. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Now, this needs to be adapted into a movie or a series. This would be great. I would totally watch this. Oh, that's great right there. Storyboard stuff right from the desk. All right, from Mora's desk. And kind of an afterword. And that's that. So that is our standard edition versus the deluxe edition overview.
Just happened. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. My neighbors compete to see who can put up more blinding lights. The kids all wish away the month cause they want presents in sight. This year had me so mad, I've been bad, got coal that is sitting under my tree. I think that my Christmas has died. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. When I was just a boy, Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then I became a man, lost sight of who I am. But right in front of me was the answer. Cause on Christmas I feel joy, and I turn back to a boy. The answer is to stay young forever. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song.
And that's it for our overview, comparison, and custom dust jacket for Klaus, How Santa Claus Began. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. Do you like the cover? Is there a different cover you would have chosen? Are you of the mind that it's better to leave them as is, or do you want to protect them for the long haul like me? Let me know. I want to hear about it. And as always, I get 90% of my books from Organic Price Books. For those of you that shop at Organic Price Books, don't forget to use the code BADWOLF during checkout for $2 off your order. And if you just can't get enough and you need a great place to talk comics, come see me at the Bad Wolf Comics Facebook group. I can also be found lurking in the pages of the Omnibuds Cafe. It's a great place for like-minded folks in the collected edition community. I found many a book that I just didn't want to pay those eBay prices for. I have sold lots of books in these places, so if you're looking to get some of the books that I have up for sale, or you're looking to find a book that you just don't want to pay eBay prices for, definitely give them a shot. I promise you won't be sorry. But stick around, true believers. Bad Wolf Comics has more in store. That's right, we are giving away this custom dust jacket. So in order to enter, this is CONUS only, but you have to type in the word Klaus, K-L-A-U-S, all caps, Klaus. And in 1 week's time, we will pick one lucky winner. I use a comment selector, so I'll reply to the winning comment, at which time you'll have to send me your shipping information to badwolfpdx@gmail.com. If you don't send it to me within a week's time, I'll have to go on to the next person. And still to come, we have our Christmas Eve haul and our end-of-year room tour. Until then, I am the Bad Wolf. This is Bad Wolf Comics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Ho, 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 ho.